Someone is going to tell you a truth, which will kill. Open immediately. Archangel Michael says, the weight of this moment is unlike anything you have felt before. The air around you has been shifting silently, carrying whispers of a truth that was never meant to stay hidden. The person who has carried it in silence is finally unable to bear its burden any longer, and very soon, it will reach you. From the depths of time, through unseen forces that guide every breath of your life, this truth has been slowly threading its way toward you. It's a truth that has been wrapped in pain, sealed with secrets, and concealed in the darkness of betrayal. When it finally emerges, it will feel like the sky itself has cracked open and poured its shadow upon your world. This is not something you can turn away from or silence. It is alive, it is moving closer, and it is impossible to stop. Every hour that passes sharpens its edges, making its arrival more inevitable, and when it finally touches you, it will change the course of your days in ways you could never have imagined. For a long time, you have sensed that something was not right. Late at night, when the world was quiet, your spirit felt a tremor you couldn't explain. Your mind tried to reason it away, telling you that it was nothing more than fear or anxiety, but deep within, you knew, you were never wrong. Archangel Michael says, the moment of revelation is now set into motion. A voice that has been silent will break, and the sound of that truth will cut like a blade. This person has been fighting against themselves, unable to decide whether to keep the truth buried or to set it free. But forces greater than their fear are now pushing them forward. Something happened, a sign, a moment, a surge of conscience, that made them realize they can no longer hide from you. And when they come, they will not arrive gently. The words will strike hard, ripping away illusions you have held on to, illusions that gave you comfort but were built on lies. The pain will be sharp enough to make you feel like you cannot breathe, but it will not destroy you. It will awaken you. There is power in knowing what has been hidden. This truth is like a double-edged sword. It has the ability to wound, but also the ability to free you. Those who conspired to keep it in darkness believed they could control your destiny forever, but their time of control is collapsing. Even as you read this, movements are happening in the unseen. The person holding this truth has been pacing, trembling, clutching messages they never sent, whispering your name when no one was listening. They know that when they face you, nothing will ever be the same again. You will see their face, their eyes carrying a storm they can no longer hold back. You will hear their voice shake as they reveal what they know. And in that moment, the world will feel like it stops spinning because you will finally see the pieces of your life that were deliberately shattered, now laid bare before you. This truth has the power to shatter lies that were built for years. It will drag hidden intentions into the light and force every mask to fall. Those who built this deception never imagined it would reach you, but destiny has a way of making sure nothing remains buried forever. Archangel Michael says, you will feel a heaviness in your chest, a trembling in your hands, as the words are spoken. You will want to run, to escape the sound of them, but there will be no escape, because it is not meant to be avoided. It is meant to set you free. Behind this truth is a web of betrayal so intricate that it nearly consumed your spirit without you knowing. Quietly, it has poisoned relationships, shifted paths, and bent reality to hide its existence. But there is no force strong enough to hold it back now. This person, the one who will bring it to you, has been haunted. They have tried to bury their own involvement, their own guilt, but the weight of carrying it has become too much. They know that if they don't speak now, it will destroy them from the inside out. You are not just a bystander in this story, you are the one who holds the final key to ending this cycle. When this truth lands before you, your strength will be tested, but you will also have the choice to rise, to sever the chains that have kept you bound in silence and deception. In the shadows, other voices are trembling as well. There are people who know that when you discover this, their carefully built towers of lies will crumble. They have tried to block this person from reaching you, using manipulation, threats, and fear, but it has not worked. The divine has already chosen the moment of exposure, and nothing human can stop it now. Your spirit has already felt this shift. You've noticed small signs that didn't make sense, conversation stopping when you walked into a room, glances filled with hidden meanings, dreams that seemed to show pieces of reality you couldn't fully grasp. And when it happens, the air will change. There will be silence before the storm, a heavy stillness just before the words are spoken. And then, like lightning striking a tree, everything will split open. What you believed was safe and unshakable will collapse. What you thought you understood will dissolve. But in that moment, you will also be reborn into a version of yourself that no deception can ever touch again. Archangel Michael says, this is not happening to destroy you. It is happening to save you. The truth is not your enemy. It is your deliverance. After the initial shock, after the tears and the ache that feels like your heart is breaking, something extraordinary will awaken within you. You will see the people around you more clearly. You will recognize the lies you once accepted without question. And you will find the strength to walk away from the shadows that tried to own your destiny. This revelation will not just remove a veil, it will open doors you never knew existed. It will align you with paths of power and freedom that were always meant for you, but hidden away by those who feared your true light. The one who brings you this truth may not do so with kindness. They may be trembling, desperate, even cold, but their voice will carry divine weight. It is not about them. It is about the sacred unveiling of what has been denied to you for too long. Already, unseen forces are gathering to protect you during this moment. There are guardians who will stand beside you when your knees weaken from the blow. There are messengers who will guide you to the next steps when confusion threatens to pull you under. You are not alone in this battle. You never were. And those who built their power on your silence will face a storm of their own making. Their control will slip through their fingers like sand. The walls they hid behind will crumble, and they will know the force of divine justice that cannot be outrun. Every chain that has been placed on your spirit, every manipulation that twisted your path, every betrayal that sought to crush your future, it will all begin to unravel the moment this truth reaches your ears. What you thought would kill you will instead ignite a fire that cannot be extinguished. You will not only survive this revelation, you will rise beyond it, stronger than they ever imagined you could be. Archangel Michael says, this moment is coming like a storm you cannot outrun. Stand firm, for the truth that feels like death will become the key to your greatest freedom. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the storm has only begun to stir, and yet its whispers are already wrapping around your life. You may think that nothing around you has changed yet, but every breath you take is pulling you closer to the unavoidable confrontation with this truth. The one who carries it has been living in torment. Their nights have been sleepless, haunted by memories of what they've done or what they've hidden from you. They see your face in their dreams, your name echoing in their thoughts, and they know they cannot escape destiny's demand any longer. For years, silence has been their shield. They believed that if they buried the truth deep enough, it would stay forgotten forever. But lies have a strange way of eroding their own walls. Every time they looked at you, every time they saw what their secrecy had cost you, cracks began to form in their resolve. Now, those cracks have become a breaking point. Something, an event they couldn't control, has forced their hand. Perhaps it was guilt clawing at their soul, or perhaps divine intervention has gripped their conscience and refused to let go. Either way, they have made their choice, and that choice is to speak. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate the weight of what you are about to hear. It will be sharp enough to cut through every illusion you've been living under. It will not ask for your permission. It will simply enter your world and change it forever. Even before they arrive, you may notice strange signs. Doors closing unexpectedly, whispers of your name when no one is there, a sudden heaviness in the room when you are alone. These are not coincidences, they are ripples from the energy of what is about to unfold. Destiny rarely arrives quietly. It shakes foundations, rattles souls, and clears paths that were once thought unbreakable. That is what this truth will do for you. It will break through the false peace that has held you in chains and force a new dawn to rise from the rubble. But you must be ready. When this person comes forward, your instincts will fight between anger and disbelief. You may want to deny their words or shut them out completely. This is a natural reaction to pain, but you must remember, this is not meant to crush you, it is meant to deliver you. Your journey will not end with the truth being spoken. In many ways, it will only begin. There will be choices laid before you that you never imagined having to make. Forgiveness, confrontation, walking away, or building anew, none of it will be easy. Yet all of it will be necessary for your rebirth. There are unseen watchers who have awaited this moment for a long time. These are divine guardians placed in your life long before you even knew you needed them. They have shielded you from the worst outcomes, guiding you step by step to this point where your spirit can finally reclaim what was stolen from you. The person who delivers the truth is not your enemy. They are the unwitting messenger of fate, breaking the silence that has enslaved you. Without them, you might never know the full scope of the betrayal, and you would continue walking paths designed by others, never by your own will. The divine timing of this revelation is perfect. Any earlier, and you would not have been strong enough to bear it. Any later, and you might have been too entangled in the web of deception to break free. Now, as destiny converges, you are ready, even if you do not yet believe you are. Archangel Michael says, your spirit is about to be tested in ways you cannot imagine. But fear not, for every tear you shed, every moment your knees buckle under the weight of this revelation, unseen hands will lift you back up. The truth will not come in gentle whispers, it will crash upon you like thunder. At first, it will feel like everything you know has died. The person you once trusted may no longer seem like who they were. Memories you cherished may become fractured, tainted by the knowledge of hidden deeds. Yet, within that destruction, there is creation. What falls away is not your true self, it is the false life that others built around you. As those walls collapse, what remains is unshakable, pure, and aligned with the divine purpose that has been waiting to emerge. Many who watch you from the shadows fear this awakening. They know that once you learn the truth, you will no longer be easy to control. Their whispered manipulations, their secret plots, will burn away in the light of your newfound clarity. This is why forces have been trying to stop this moment from arriving. Attempts have been made to silence the messenger, to distract you, to pull you into illusions that keep you from seeing clearly. But these attempts are already failing. The divine has ensured that nothing can alter the path that has been chosen for you. When the messenger stands before you, watch their hands tremble. Listen to how their voice cracks under the weight of what they are revealing. This is not just information being passed, it is a confession that has clawed its way out of the darkness, desperate to finally see light. And when you hear it, you will feel an unexplainable shift inside you. It will feel as though something heavy has been lifted from your chest, even while your heart aches. That is because truth, no matter how painful, has a way of unbinding chains that lies have welded shut. In that moment, you will stand at the threshold of transformation. Whether you step fully into your power or retreat into denial is a choice only you can make. But know this, the divine will continue to guide you, even if you stumble, until you reach the freedom meant for you. Archangel Michael says, the path ahead may seem shrouded in darkness, but every step you take is leading you closer to the moment of revelation. The divine does not bring storms without purpose, and what feels like devastation will ultimately bring light to your soul. As the hours draw closer to this unveiling, subtle shifts in your surroundings will continue to alert your spirit. You might feel sudden chills, hear footsteps where no one walks, or sense that unseen eyes are watching you. These are not figments of imagination, they are divine signals that the hidden truth is almost at your doorstep. The one who carries this truth is being pushed beyond their limits. Every attempt to remain silent now feels like suffocating under the weight of their own conscience. They see glimpses of what will happen once they speak, and while they fear the consequences, they know that keeping it locked away would be far worse. They have rehearsed this moment countless times in their mind. Words have formed, crumbled, and reformed as they struggle to find the courage to face you. They have tried to run from destiny, but their steps are being guided by a force they cannot resist, an undeniable pull toward you and the truth that must finally be released. When the moment comes, it will feel like the world around you holds its breath. The atmosphere will grow tense, every sound heightened, every heartbeat echoing louder than ever before. This is how the divine prepares you to face what must be heard. The messenger's face will reveal a torment that mirrors your own. The truth they hold is not only yours to bear, it has scarred them as well. For years, it has burned like a fire in their chest, a weight on their soul, and only by confessing to you can they begin to seek their own redemption. What they speak will pierce you like a blade, slicing through every layer of falsehood that has cocooned your life. At first, you might feel like your world has been ripped apart, like the person you thought you were no longer exists. And in a way, that is true, because the version of yourself built on lies will finally fall away. But Archangel Michael says, from the ashes of this destruction, your true self will emerge. You will become a force that no darkness can restrain, and those who deceived you will tremble at the sight of your rebirth. As the truth unfolds, memories will flood your mind. Little signs and strange events from your past will suddenly make sense. The conversations you couldn't decipher, the actions that felt misplaced, all of it will connect like shattered glass, forming a clear reflection. You will realize that you were never imagining the tension around you. The sleepless nights, the restless thoughts, the feeling of betrayal that had no face, all of it was your spirit sensing what had been hidden. This revelation will not create pain, it will only expose what was already there. Those who sought to manipulate your destiny knew that keeping you in the dark would give them power. They believed that if you never discovered the truth, you would continue to walk paths they built for you, unaware that they were steering your future with lies. But the divine has shattered their illusion of control. This messenger, this unwilling bearer of secrets, is the key to breaking every invisible chain. When they speak, those who thrived in deception will have nowhere to hide, no shadow deep enough to escape justice. Archangel Michael says, even as you read these words, justice is stirring in the unseen. Hidden plots are collapsing, and divine retribution is drawing near. The time of their dominance is over. At first, those who betrayed you will try to fight back. They may deny what has been revealed, attempt to twist the truth into yet another lie, or turn others against you to weaken your resolve. But their voices will crumble under the weight of divine revelation. The truth will spread like wildfire, unstoppable and fierce. It will reach ears that were once deaf to your pain, open eyes that once refused to see, and awaken hearts that were blind to the injustice done to you. And in the center of it all, you will stand, not as a victim of betrayal, but as a witness to divine justice. The sorrow you feel in that moment will be matched only by the power rising within you, a force that cannot be subdued or silenced again. This transformation will not be instant. Like a storm leaving behind wreckage, you will need time to rebuild. There will be days when your hands shake, when tears fall, and when you question if you can endure. But each day, you will rise stronger than before. With every step forward, the grip of the past will loosen until it can no longer hold you at all. You will rediscover your purpose, reclaim your identity, and walk paths that no deceiver can touch. The divine will place new opportunities in your life. Doors that were once locked by lies will swing open. Genuine connections will replace false ones, and guidance will come from places you never expected. Archangel Michael says, this is not just an ending. This is the divine beginning you were always meant to live. Archangel Michael says, the final stretch of this journey is near. What began as a whisper has now become a roar, and nothing can silence it anymore. The truth is no longer crawling toward you. It is racing, unstoppable, ready to tear through every false wall built against you. As you approach this moment, you will feel a mix of dread and strength. Your spirit knows that something monumental is about to happen. Every instinct in you may scream to run or hide, yet a deeper, unshakable force within whispers for you to stand tall, to face this revelation with courage. The one carrying this truth has prepared themselves for the storm it will bring. They know that their confession may destroy relationships, topple facades, and even end bonds that once felt unbreakable. Still, they move forward because something far greater than fear compels them: divine justice. Their steps toward you are heavy, yet guided by light. Every heartbeat pulls them closer to the moment they must look you in the eye and finally release what they have been holding. In that instant, their soul will feel both punished and relieved, punished for waiting so long, but relieved for finally freeing you from the darkness that has gripped your destiny. Archangel Michael says, when this truth is spoken, it will be like lightning tearing through a midnight sky, sudden, blinding, and impossible to ignore. But understand this: it is not striking to burn you, it is striking to illuminate the path you were always meant to walk. The silence that follows their words will be deafening. It will feel as though the world has stopped spinning for a moment, holding its breath while you process what you've just heard. Emotions will collide: rage, sorrow, disbelief, and an aching sense of betrayal. But beneath that chaos, there will be a powerful surge of clarity. Like fog lifting from a valley, the landscape of your life will suddenly make sense. You will see how you were misled, how forces worked in shadows against you, and why certain chapters of your past unfolded the way they did. This clarity will ignite a transformation no one can reverse. Lies lose their power the moment truth is revealed, and with every word spoken to you, chains that bound your destiny will fall away one by one. In the days that follow, the ripple effects will be unstoppable. People around you will begin to show their true colors, some rushing to confess, others scrambling to cover their tracks. Secrets that were once buried deeply will rise to the surface, unable to remain hidden now that the first veil has been lifted. Those who thrived on your silence will realize they have no more control. Their manipulations will unravel, their influence will vanish, and the walls they built to cage you will crumble into dust. You, once the target of deception, will become untouchable. The divine will cloak you in protection as you navigate the aftermath, guiding you to rebuild on foundations of truth and strength. New alliances will form, real love and loyalty will replace false promises, and blessings that were long delayed will finally find their way to you. Archangel Michael says, though this moment may feel like death, it is only the death of illusions. Your true life, powerful, unbound, and radiant, is about to begin. There will come a night when you look back at this moment with awe. What first felt like devastation will reveal itself as the turning point that saved you. You will see how divine hands were always orchestrating every detail, ensuring that no matter how deep the betrayal ran, you would rise stronger than ever. In that future, you will stand tall, your presence commanding respect and awe. Those who once conspired against you will watch helplessly as you step into victories they never believed you could reach. Their attempts to break you will only serve as stepping stones to your triumph. The messenger who delivered the truth will also be transformed. Having faced the weight of confession, they too will begin a journey of redemption. Whether they remain in your life or fade into the past, their role as the catalyst of your freedom will never be forgotten. And you will no longer fear the unknown. You will no longer shrink from your destiny. The experience of surviving this storm will awaken a courage within you that no darkness can ever defeat. Archangel Michael says, This chapter closes with fire, but it opens to a new dawn unlike anything you have seen. Trust this process, for every tear shed is watering the soil of a future filled with light, victory, and divine justice. The storm has passed. The truth, which once felt like it would kill you, has instead breathed life back into your soul. Shadows have been burned away, chains shattered, and your path has been cleared of every obstacle that deception once placed in your way. From this moment on, you will walk as someone reborn. No longer burdened by secrets, no longer manipulated by false narratives, you are free to step fully into your divine calling. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, his presence a shield, his sword cutting through any darkness that dares approach you again. And as you move forward, every step you take will echo with strength and divine power that nothing in this world can silence. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.